Hi everyone. So we're going to make a Mother's Day card today. I have some materials here. I have some glue. I have some scissors. And I chose 4 pieces of construction paper. Here's my card already folded. And then I have a pink, a dark blue, and a light blue piece of construction paper. Okay. All right. I'm going to show you how to get this done. Follow along, pause where you need to, and it's easy and fun, and it's something that you will definitely want to give your mom on Mother's Day on Sunday. Don't forget. All right. See you soon. All right, so in my workspace, I've got my folded piece of construction paper. I've got my 3 colored papers, and I've gone ahead and made my cuts already. And I made my paper, my construction paper strips to make my hearts, different sizes you can see. The light blue one is the shortest, the pink is the next in length, and the longest one is the dark blue. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take each of those first and fold each strip in half. I'm meeting at my edges. See how I've done that? Okay, and I press down and I create my crease. Okay, so I've got the first one folded. Set that one aside. Let's do our pink now. Again. Meet at my edges, press, and make my crease. There's my next one. I'll put them on the white so you can see a little bit better. And then my blue one. Okay, again, fold in half and make my crease. And I don't know if you can see this, but I did not do a great job cutting. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, put on my glasses. And I'm going to then trim this up a little bit so my width is a little more even. Okay, because otherwise I'm going to have kind of a lopsided heart, and I want symmetry in my heart. So feel free to do that. I'm just trimming off a little bit. There we go. That's better. Okay, so I've just cut off that much, just a tiny bit. When I cut these, by the way, the blue piece is the full length of my 9 by 12 paper. The pink piece was the full length, but I ended up cutting off about this much, which is about 1.5 inches, I guess. Okay, and then the blue one, I just cut the short way across the bottom of my paper. Okay, that would be 9 inches because my paper is 12 by 9. Most construction paper is, by the way. Okay, so there are my pieces. So the next step, I'm going to start with my smallest one because I feel like that's going to be a little bit easier to work with. So I am putting my pencil here, lining up the edge of my paper with my pencil, just like that. And then I'm going to start rolling. Can you see me rolling? Okay, I'm just rolling my paper around my pencil. And wherever I stop is about how big my heart is going to be. Okay, I'll explain that in a minute. But, okay, so I've rolled and I've got a nice curl to my paper. Okay, I'm going to do the other side. Okay, and I'm holding it there. I'm pressing with my finger until I get that paper all the way around the pencil. Okay, I'm holding my end. Once you've got your end there, you just want to kind of firmly wrap, but you don't have to hold it forever. And then I want my two sides to be about the same, so I'm going to stop right about there. And there we go. I've got my first curls. And there's my heart. My first heart. I'll put it right there. I'm going to glue it together once I get all my hearts done. Let's do the pink one now. Okay, so I'm going to, again, line up the edge of my paper. And I'm going to hold the end there in place, and I'm rolling. And I'm going to roll this one a little more than I did the other because I actually want more of a curled part. Okay, got it down. I'm pressing my paper, and then I'm just going to take my pencil out. And I've got more curl here, and it ends up, my pink heart is almost a little bit smaller than my blue one. That's okay. I want different sizes, so okay, again, here, press, hold my edge right there until I get it wound around completely one time. There we go. Okay, and then I just make sure that I'm winding about to the same place I did the other side. And then I slip out my pencil, and there we go. We've got another heart. So we've got two hearts now. And you'll see what I do when I adjust these on the paper. All right, and my blue one. Again, oops, let's do this the same way so you can see. There we go. There's my edges. I press those down. I hold them in place while I wind my pencil around the first time. And I hold it all pretty firmly. I'm not doing this quickly. I'm going slowly, you can see, because I don't want my fingers to slip. I want to keep my paper curled the whole time. Okay, so there I am. I'm going to note it's probably about 2.5 inches from my crease that I've rolled, if you can see that, about 2.5 inches. I want to make sure I roll this side the same distance. Okay, and if I want to, I can even make a little mark, kind of fold my paper a little bit there. See how I made a tiny little crease there? So I know how far to roll. Okay, so I'm going to slip out my paper and see what I have. Oh, nice. Looking good. Okay, again, let's do this way so you can see. Oop. There we go. The other thing you want to do is make sure that you're rolling evenly so that your paper isn't, how do I explain it? You want to make sure that you line up the edge of your paper with maybe one of the lines in your pencil. Okay, so you're rolling straight, in other words. Okay, so there we go. Got it pulled nice and tight. Rolling down. And there is my crease, right there. Can you see it? Okay, so I'm going to roll down that far. There we go. Okay, and I'm pressing, making sure I've got a nice roll there. Slip my paper out, or my pencil out rather, and there we go. Okay, so I've got 3 different hearts, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the shape of my hearts a little bit. See how these are kind of really like V'd? So if I kind of curl my paper with my finger, I can get a more rounded heart shape. Okay, and I can also kind of squish it down a little bit and change the shape of my heart. All right, so when I glue, maybe that's what I'll do. But see how I can do that? I can kind of very gently hold the crease and press down, and you can change the shape of your heart. Okay, so there's one. I'm going to do the same with this one with my fingers. I'm just kind of gently bending my paper so my heart doesn't look so V'd. Can you see that? Okay, and there we go. And again, gently, almost like bouncing the paper a little bit to create my shape. Okay, see how that's a little more rounded? And you know what? I think I want this pink one to be a little more, I want this pink one to be a little curlier. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to unroll, and I'm going to repeat the process, and I'm going to roll down a little bit further because I want this heart to be smaller. Okay, I'm pulling it pretty tightly, rolling, move this out of the way, rolling down a little bit further than I did last time because I want more dimension to my heart. Okay, I've got about an inch left there. Can you see that? I'm going to pull my pencil out. Aha! I've got more curls. Do you see them? Oops. I can't hold on to it. See the difference? All right. Let's do this on this side as well. Okay, again, gently. Pull this down so you can see. Lining up the edge of my paper with the line on my pencil so that I get a nice straight roll, and then I roll and I keep it pressed tightly to the pencil. Keep that paper pressed very tightly. I'm going to roll down to about an inch from the bottom, right about there. Okay, and I'm going to squeeze it and remove my pencil. There we go. I like that heart much better. Can you see that? I like that better. Okay, and kind of shape my paper a little bit. There. All right, and I'm going to do the same with this blue one, this light blue one. I'm moving quickly now to try to get us through this video. Okay, there we go. And one more here. And you can leave room on your card to write Mom or Happy Mother's Day, something like that. These hearts are small enough that you have room to do that. I'll pull my pencil out. There we go. I like that. Okay, now how do I want to arrange them? I'm going to arrange them on my card before I start gluing. So I'm going to say I think that looks good. This one, we're going to have to kind of squeeze together a little bit, maybe. Okay, I'm bouncing it again. And what I might do, actually, is use a piece of tape, which I don't have right now, but I do have a glue stick. Okay, so if you have tape, use tape. I'm going to use a glue stick, and I'm using a glue stick here because I don't want my construction paper to get too wet before I start gluing it down. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. Just taking my glue stick and gluing together right there so my heart stays together. There we go. I like that. Okay, and I'm going to do the same here to the blue one, the light blue one. A little bit of glue stick. Press those sides together. There we go. I like it. Okay, and I can do that to the pink one too. Just a little bit of glue. Look at your written instructions. You'll see how to do that. See how I'm doing it? Pinching on either side. There we go. Oh, my blue one came apart. Okay. There we go. Now, move my scissors, and I'm going to do about a quarter size amount of glue. There's my quarter, and I'm going to fill it in. There's my glue. Okay, so again, I had them arranged the way I wanted them. I think that looks good. And I am going to dip my heart into my glue. So the bottom of my heart all the way around, and if I hold it here where I glued it with the glue stick, it'll stay together a little bit better. Dip it all the way around. Make sure I've got a good amount of glue on there. All the way around the heart. And see my glue? Okay, that looks good. That looks like it's going to hold without saturating my paper, because I don't want to do that. Okay? All right, my first heart is glued in place. Then I'm going to do my pink one. Same process. Dip all the way around and hold it here. Oop. You want to make sure you get that glue everywhere on the bottom of your heart. So we want it to stick all over. Okay, and I'm going to press it down very gently. Same with my blue one. Okay, oops. This side looks like it's a little more even. Yeah. Okay, so this one is going to glue better. It's going to, stay better on the paper because it's cut a little more evenly on this side. Okay, and actually my glue has kind of been absorbed by my paper towel, so I'm going to give myself a little more. And I'm holding where I used my glue stick, and I'm dipping. Dip, dip, dip. Okay, again, and there's the underside of my heart. You can see my glue. I feel like I need a little more right there. There we go. Okay, that looks good to me. And how do I want to do this? Maybe like that. And I'm going to press it down. Press all of them very gently. Okay, and up here I would have written Happy Mother's Day or Mom, okay, something like that. Do that before you start gluing, because once you glue, you don't want to, what am I trying to say? You don't want to mess up your construction paper hearts. It's hard to write over them. It's much easier if you have your message written already on the front and on the inside as well. Okay, and I'm just pressing these very gently to make sure that they adhere. And that's it. I'm going to let it dry, and I'm going to give it to my mom for Mother's Day. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great week. Bye.